Good morning, Adam. Good morning, Brad. Good morning, G Money. Marty, good morning. Rebecca, good morning. Tahir, good morning. Rufio, good morning. Future Trader, good morning. David, good morning. All right, guys. So what we're looking at here is a market that is in sync on the long side. We came and tested harmony zone number one a few times. Right now, the market is producing a couple of structures that is short. They put on a captain setup switch trade short just now at 33, and now we're testing harmony zone number one again. So you're seeing these distribution structures at the top end of the Globex band, and then the market kind of fades into harmony zone number one, and and bounce right back up. So this morning, I want to know a couple of things about this market. How is the market treating the stops? What are the successful traders doing in this environment? What type of market are we having here uh, when it comes to speed, range, and behavior? And where's the big money? And how are they taking control of the market? So these are the questions I'm going to be asking myself and looking for answers through reading the stops and reading price action. If I look at the 70 NT Rinko, I see that the market made a captain setup short with an entry at 30. So, and here we go again, they're bouncing it right back up. So as long as we don't get to 64, these structures have a heaviness to it, and we may end up getting to 20 and 10. But as long as 64 is not, it's not, we don't get there. Here we go again. So where's the stop? How are they? I mean, every time they run the stops, they buy them back up. But also, we're making lower highs. So that is something to watch for. And here we go. We're getting that push. So look at this captain setup short on the 70 NT Rinko. That's a solid setup. We can get to 10 with it. And you have multiple stops, 47, 55, 64. The market is about to get out of sync with a drop under 16. We have Globex is 803. How is that volume? Is the volume any better? AM, hello, good morning. You guys hear me clearly or not really? Is the audio good? Audio check. Here we go. We're getting into the 15. 6 good. Vital is good. Okay, so it just must have been you. AM. So that captain setup on the 70 is working. Yeah, I'll get the mic in my face a little bit closer. Here we go. So the market is out of sync, right? The market is out of sync. We are expecting I mean, right now the market is non-trending with a bias to the upside. As long as we continue to trade below harmony zone number 2, which is 803,793. No. I mean, you're ultimately okay. How are they treating the stops? Because that's the question we're asking right now. I mean, they're buying the stops. I mean, every time they take out the stop, they're actually buying it. They're not. This is the first time between 24 and 14 they took a 10-point drop before they buy the stops. So that's the kind of environment that we are in. Prior to that, the market has been really very tight knit and very protective of any pullback. So while they're doing that, they're putting captain setup, a retest of it, another captain setup with a switch trade, then a captain setup short on the 70 NT wrinkle. So there's a lot of distribution levels in and around the top end of the Globex band, and then they buy it once we get to harmony zone number 1. So what do I make out of that? Non-trending, consolidated, fading market, scalping market. So that's a market where you fade the edges of price and you get in there and you make 5 points, 10 points and move on. Better off we wait to the top of the hour and see if the price structure gets any better. If I look at it from the 70 NT perspective, you really got to protect a couple of levels, 46.5, and you need to protect at 55.5. So the shorts need to protect that level. Yeah, you got a 1 o'clock FOMC minutes and 9:30 Central or 10:30 Eastern crude oil inventory report. Those are the two reports that are coming up. We'll be live during the FOMC. Good morning, Thomas. Good morning. Good morning, DJ Mike. Good morning. All right, so now let's take a look here. So they're running the stop right here. They close this candle, they're gonna pull back, but you're getting this top. So the 45 is getting rolled over. Now, what is the big trade? What is a trap? That's another question we're gonna ask ourselves. How does that trap look like? See this candle right here, 47. If they pull it back to 20, they'll be trapping the longs. They can come up to the 55, which is right now, and if they pull it back to 28, that'll be a trap as well. So that's a trap from the perspective of the long. You break 65, you're gonna roll everybody that's gonna be short. So, but look at, look up allocation. We have a Globex band and at 53, the top end of it, and the market has come up to that level multiple times and got faded. So will I be live during the FOMC? Most likely not. Okay. See this? That's the kind that will push the market a little bit lower. Let me just adjust a couple of things here. Here we go. Yeah. I see what the market is doing. If they break 30, that would be an issue. I mean, this is a lot of consolidation and fading. Just we gotta adjust to that type of behavior and understand that the middle of the range may not be holding up as much in this type of environment. Now, what I'm also seeing is the market is in sync on the long side. So there is a general bias toward the longs, but also the price action right now as it sets is telling me that there's not a lot of momentum, not a lot of range, and we not a lot of speed, and the market constantly getting faded. So see, here we go again to that area, which is the top end of the Globex band, and they're fading it. Okay, so what's a big trap is 816. Why 816? Because you're putting on a captain setup short on the 100 NT Rinko. That would be a big signal short. So that's something the market can do. If they get to 30, that's also a good initiation of more short pressure. And we can see how they're handling the support between 28 and 18. So I'm going to spend the first half an hour of the day deeply understanding this type of price action and making sure that it makes sense to me before I participate. Okay, a bit of buying interest coming in. We are in a channel on the upside. The swing trade target in this rotation is 878. Channel, we broke the trend line, we pushed up, we have a harmony wave. They're starting to move and they're starting to separate away from the Globex top end of the Globex band, and that's a good thing to see. Market needs to avoid closing under 38 because that will break that channel. How are they going to treat the stops under 47? And then we'll see if they can get to 38. Yeah. Who's in control in this market so far? Who's controlled so far is the longs, and barely. What are the successful traders in this environment doing? I feel like they're waiting and also scalping and also doing it while the market is doing a stop run, meaning as the market runs a stop, they buy. They're selling in these rotations too, by the way. 60 to 73, they sold. So they ran those stops, trapped the longs on the breakout and pulled back. So we're trading right around that Globex band, the top end of the Globex band. So patience here is a good thing. If they start breaking above 878, then I feel like the market will start picking up some speed. No trades for me, and waiting. Okay, so they're trying to protect this level here against that 38 and the 48 that we talked about. ES, how's ES doing? Let's take a look. Okay. Market is in sync on the long side. Target is 56.38 and a quarter. 56.38 and a quarter. Captain set up long on NQ on the 20 NT Rinko. We're getting a signal to go long here. See that one at 55.75. So the expectation is to see a punch up against that 47. We don't want to break that 47, 48 that we talked about. This price action needs to get above 67 with force. The market is in sync on the long side, and here it comes. Yep. That's the longs being active here. The longs are being active here. So now we have a line in the sand, which is 47, 847. We got a target of 878 as a swing trade target. So this is a minor stop hunt that they just took out the longs here and pulling back, protect the 47 and make a higher low, then that would set us up for another rotation higher. If they break the 47, then that would be a bit of a pause. Here it comes. In and around Harmony Zone, Globex bands, you get this type of behavior sometimes. They don't necessarily just slide right through it and just trade above it. They go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And we've seen the early signs of that here. And actually the market went up here. Look at that. Boom, and hit it. Boom, and hit it. Came back and traded closer. Came here, and now we're just trading around that level. Okay, so that's, they took out the stops here, and let's see if they have any strength to go higher. So that's a stop run. Yep, Thomas. That's a captain setup on the 30 NT Rinko. The big play here is another run up to 68. The market is trying to hold this level here. You don't want to see 45. Yeah, here you go. Let's watch the market trying to take out the stops above 70 and see if we can muster a little bit of strength and a separation away of at least 10 points, which is from 74 to 84, and then the market can take a breather. There's a captain set up long on the 50 NT Rinko, and here they come. So we want to see the 80, 84. So the market is putting a lot of stability here with a test of the stops and switch trade into what it looks like a break, but it's not there. I don't want to see them stopping here and reversing, because that means they're taking out the stops right under the 48 and taking the stops right above the 68, and they're just churning people in the middle around the Globex top end of the Globex band. So that is not consistent with a market that wants to go higher. But there are supporting behavior. ES just gave us a captain setup long on the 6NT Rinko, so that's going to help out NQ to the upside. If we break anything above 36, we should start picking up some steam. And the stop to any rotation here is 44, 45. Here we go. Here we go. And boom, target is hit. That's good. 84. Where's my 84? You got to get me my 84 here. And they're coming up with it. Here comes the 84. And we should see a reversal, a pullback. The question is, how do I know? That's funny. The market is a lot more predictable than most people think. Rebecca, when you start, like literally, you're inside the mind of the market. It's just a beautiful place. Stick around, Thomas. Stick around, you'll know. Nine o'clock, 9 o'clock. So we hit the next target in that rotation at nine, and now the next target is 928. 928. And not a wizard, magician. Two different things. At least that's what I tell my nieces when I play magic tricks on them. They love it when I do that. All right. Let's take a look. Okay, they're breaking that captain setup. They just broke that captain setup. So, and now we are out of this harmony wave that we see right here. So that's negative behavior, but they're coming up to harmony zone number 1, and that's the first test of it. Okay. I mean, the stops are right under 870. So they could come in here on a first touch basis and then bounce right back up, which like literally like right there or close to it. I'd rather see them do this and flush the market and see how well they're handling the stops. So back to our stop hunt mastery here is how are they treating the stops? I mean, the stop hunts are favoring the longs, and they're keeping any selling pressure under wrap. We have an just notice this. We have an ES captain set up short at 56.40, so that's a bit of a resistance level, and NQ is reacting well to that behavior. You had a 30 NT Rinko captain set up short on NQ, so you're getting a lot of formations up there that's saying, hey, we're pausing, but the market is in sync on the long side. So good job, hustler. Good job. Good job. How did you end up doing that? Just going long, or I'm assuming. That's good money, man. That's good money for micro with 6 contracts. All right. So what are we dealing with here? Okay, so that's a minor. That's a minor run here. They could run it up right above that 910. The target that we are going for is 928. Pullbacks are buyable on a swing trade basis. And we got a target at 928. ES. NQ is stronger than ES, by the way. All right, they ran the stops, or they ran the stops here and pulled it back. Okay. So you have a whole number 900, and the market is shaking around it. You don't want I don't want to see 81. if we see 81, that puts on a captain setup short on the 70 NT Rinko, and that will lend itself to a bit of pressure. Uh, we will hit we will hit harmony zone number one, and typically what the market does is just bounce right back up. Once it hits it, then we can start looking at a fade short on a scalping basis only, because you got two formations up here that is of concern. 82, but before the 82, yeah, 84 half. So 84 half, 82. If the market gives that level up, you're putting structures that are short in this market. So I'm aware of that. And right here, right where we at, the market needs to close above 900 in order for it to pick up some steam on the long side. Mm, yeah. So there's stops right under the 86, which will lend us to that 85, 80. Yeah, there's some sellers here, up here. There are sellers that are active. It's just we don't yet know how strong they are, and they're taking their cue from ES as well. So just watch for that push. Yeah, it's not. We need. I mean, you really need the 84, 80. I mean, if it doesn't get there, it doesn't get there. So, but right now, they're gonna look like they're gonna run the stops above 10, and what they're gonna pull back. Wow, it's a pause. The market is in sync on the long side. The big target is 928. That's a switch trade. If they close that, that would be a buy signal for a run up. So I mean, okay, so ES, look at this. So a captain set up long here at that 34, ran up to a captain set up short at 39, brought it back in, middle of the range trading, and they have a captain set up long at 37 and a half. They break 34.75, then you're gonna get an NQ that's gonna sell off and pull back to that 40, 84, 82. Market market favors the longs with that target of 928. Pullbacks are buyable. And we're looking for that run up with a stop under 85. Oh, 02 on 900. Okay, okay. Here we go to the middle of the range again. They're taking the stops. Those are minor stops at 96. And they put a 30 NT wrinkle captain set up short. So this could be the beginning. That's the beginning. Yep. That is the beginning. We're about to close. Yep. That's the beginning. That's the fade right here. Yep. That was the beginning. And that's the trap. 11, let me, yeah. Yep. Yeah, that was the captain setup on that 70 NT Renko. That was a 70 NT Renko right there. Boom. Captain setup short. That 84, 82, they hit it and they just flushed everybody. I was just leery. I was just like, okay, I know our target is 928. Now the market is out of sync, right? So the market is out of sync. They took a dump in this market, and I mean, 30, 28. If they get to 28, not that would be 828. Then that would be an issue for the market on a swing trade basis. But they have a line of defense right now, which is Harmony Zone number 2. And they're trying to protect it. All right. Captain set up long on the 40 NT Renko. Let's see if they pull it back in one more time. No, they're not. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. Okay, I get it. I'm going to cancel that order and look for the pullback. So what is the market doing here? It's going to be in a consolidation state between harmony zone number 1 and 2, and the longs are putting up a defense. They're saying they're not done here. Okay, so same thing is happening in ES. And we talked about ES was like, man, if they give up that 35 on that captain setup on ES, it's going to push NQ and hard. And immediately, the minute we got there, the market flushed. But see, they're trying to protect it, so they're doing the same thing that they did in NQ. Don't overcommit yourself on the short side, and don't chase the shorts either. Okay, the market just dumped, flushed bunch of shorts. I mean, bunch of longs, and now they're countering. And that counter could get us above 85. So what are they doing with the stops? They're taking 69 to 79. Yeah. And when they did that, it was weak. The pullback is weak. So boom, they're going to run it up. Yeah, be careful. The market is known for being tricky like this. And here comes Adam being trapped again. I'm assuming that's what happened. No. Yeah, be careful. Yeah. See? Notorious. Sorry to hear that, brother. But that just well, I mean, it's not the environment for continuation. And if you wanted to see the continuation, so you could do better next time, is you had a bounce back from harmony zone number 2 into harmony zone number 1. What in this, especially in this kind of environment, you want to see a high and a lower high, and then a market grinding in between the neutral zone, then the cloud shifting negative. And when you start seeing that, then you have a protection top to protect the price. But the first test of this run up was a 10 point stop run. And what did they do? They hit it, came back with 2 candles, and reversed it. That is very bullish. Yeah, Stephen, no problem. Yeah, I know how to do that. No problem. All right, so right here. We're gonna get a pullback right here. Okay, a bit of a pullback against that 900, and we got ourselves. We're running into the body of the captain setup. See that captain setup on the 70 NT Renko? We're running right into the body of it. So that's a market. That's an area where the market can just pause. I don't trust the shorts here, but at the same time, I'm not gonna go long up here either. David, on some accounts, taking a 50% reset will will make sense. On smaller accounts, you're better off just buying a new account. So, if you're resetting on a $300,000 account and you're getting 50% off, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But if you're trying to reset like a $50,000 or $25,000 account, just cancel that account and get yourself another one. All right, at least we're getting something here. I mean, that's a reversion to the mean. That's one step. That's just, yeah, they're sneaky bastards. I mean, that's just the bottom line here. Okay, let's go back to our stop hunt mastery. How is the market treating the stops? Well, we just saw how they did it. They trapped the shorts in it. What type of market we're having? Things are speeding up. The range is expanding. The behavior is still long and trappy. Where's the big money and how are they taking control? They're taking control by supporting major harmony zones and trading, picking off the stops around those major levels, and then in a fast way reversing. Like sometimes they'll do that, then they'll take their time moving from like target 1 to target 2. But in today, they're doing it a lot faster. I like to get a trade in here. So we have stops under 65. Okay, I mean that's fine. I mean I may take a target here. I'm gonna put it at 64 and let them run the market a little bit down because it looks like that's what they're trying to do. $64. Let me actually see what that number is because it could be a little bit lower than 64. 67, 57. So I mean, if I want to be 57, okay, 57. I'll try 57. See if they get there. That's a little bit on the conservative side. I mean, they're protecting Harmony Zone number 1. I mean, it's not like they're not, but I just don't like the way they got to it. There was a little bit of a fast price action. There's a switch trade right here. So if the market closed this candle, it's gonna start flushing. So there's a lot of things going on here. We stopped in the body of the 70 NT Rinko Captain setup. So I mean, if they want to just flush and get my order, then bounce right back up, then I'll do it. But I don't want to get too close to harmony zone number one in this type of environment. And also, any trade under that 67, the market will be out of sync. So let's say here, okay, so they took these stops out, 86, 76, 17, almost 20 points. All right, so that's that. That's the wife. Here we go. Channel 1, channel 2, they're breaking above it. Okay. Taking the stops, taking the stuff from 85 to 95 and pulling back. Okay. We got inventory report coming up right here in about a minute. All right, now the sellers are coming back in. Okay, so let's see where they're gonna go with it. The cloud is negative. We're running into support. Harmony zone number one. Good job, Thomas. Is that $1.70 or 1,700 US? Because 1,700 US. Okay. Not a shabby result here. I'm still looking for my first trade. Joseph, where's Joseph? Up 202 for the day. Better than yeah, man. It's better than a poke in the eye. Oh, what? All right. Have a good one, man. Okay, okay. I mean, what, you want to put a captain setup long here? Yeah, look at these bastards. Yep, they sure did. Okay, ES is still long. I mean, this ES thing is long. So, I mean, that. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I'm canceling my order here. I'm just gonna watch the market for a little bit and just get a sense of what they're doing. 931. If they break the 73, I mean, that means they're failing this structure, which means they're gonna break below 70 into the 60. Yep. Ah, yeah, they're trapping here. Okay. 67, 57. Holy crap. Yeah, yeah, that is just fast. And we're back to the scene of the crime on Harmony Zone number 2. Like, I don't know if I need to be going long, because just that's too fast. Like, why are they doing that? That's just like almost like some news just popped up and they just. But we're at support, so let's see how far they want to take it up. I mean, if they go up to, what is this? 57 to 67. I mean, the market's given the impression it's going to flush down to the 828. But we've been here before and they trapped a bunch of longs. So but a bunch of shorts. So I need to be careful. So 63, 73. Okay, so 73. Let them run this thing up a little bit. And that'll be kind of like first. This is the second touch. Here we go. Let them go. Go, 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 go. You're going to go. Yep. Well, come and get me. I'm I'm gonna take a small profit out of this trade and just reassess, because it's not like it shouldn't be doing this. Like it should be giving me at least one more to two more candles fairly quickly. Then it can pause. But they're just sitting here pausing. Why? Eh, I don't know why, but I'm getting the hell out of there with a small profit. If they put on a captain setup short at 67, then I'll get back in. There's an exaggerated moves that they keep doing. That's true, Adam. It is. You're getting a lot of algos on both sides of the market, and they're just playing that game very well. Okay, so they're coming back in. Here we go. Here we go. I mean, that's a little bit better. All right. And ES pushes and NQ pushes. They did the exact same thing. It's the exact same thing. I mean, that's literally what they did last time. Right? I mean, if you overstay, you're welcome in this environment. You just get your ass handed to you. Look at this. Ooh, baby. That's nasty. Target is hit. 29. Target is hit. Next target is 953. 953. I mean, what are they doing? 65 to 35, 40, 56, 70, 80 point moves in seconds? And look what I was doing here. I went in short, and I saw that. I was like, man, there's something off with this. I'll take my 2.5 points. Harmony zone number one is 903 by 893, 78 by 68. Pullbacks are buyable. It's more fun than the circus. That's about right. There's plenty of clowns around here though. Sorry guys, I'm gonna take this trade right here and see if I can get a flush into below the 20. Yeah, it's just pausing. I'll take it. But what happened here? Like literally, they after a big run like this, they make a high and they just break the stops and reverse. So my entry here has a stop of 44.75. Then I can look for a reversion to the mean trade, which is 21, which makes sense because they'll flush those people and pause to reverse back up. It's just they paused right here, and I took it. So, but watch them do that scenario. Yeah, the 20s and pause, reverse, or crash it. And no, here we go. That's where they're gonna need to do it. So they're taking out the stops right here, and then the reverse above 27 and run it up a little bit. Yep. Yep. Oh yeah. figured figured them out. Figured them out. Ethan, they can't fool us here. They can't fool us. They can try. Target is hit. Next target is 978. Target 978. 978. Yep, yep, yep. Well, there was a couple of spots, Adam, when they did the 70 NT Rinko captain set up short. I mean, that market really kind of tanked. Target is hit, but after that, the big money came in and said, "Let me take control and let me show you how it's done." And they showed us how it's done. How is it done? Fast and Furious. 20,000. That's the impression they're giving us. If they put a captain set up short here, then that's going to be a push lower. Mm, yeah. Sneaky bastards. I get you. I get you. I understand. I understand the game. I understand the game. Yeah, they put a captain set up short right here, and they pulled it back. I'm gonna take just a minute break here. I'll be back. back, man. I mean, what is that? I mean, I take off for like a few minutes, and this thing is down a couple of 100 points. Back, man. I mean, what is that? I mean, I take off for like a few minutes, and this thing is that's crazy. That's a huge flush. So let's take a quick look here and see where we at. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It. Let's see what they want to do here. I mean, that's they're buying here around resistance. Let's see if they take it up above 67. Yeah, here you go. All right, so what we got going on here is the 200 and 100 are in sync on the long side. We push up. We're pushing up back to that 900. Target is 903. ES is holding up. ES is weaker than NQ. So Captain set up switch trade right here into another Captain setup. That's just an odd behavior. Yeah, I'm paying it. I'm trying to pay attention, Sheila, because this is a little bit of an emotional market, and I want to make sure that I'm not getting sucked into it here. So you're getting a Captain setup short on ES. If we break the 75, the shorts can come in a little bit and flush this market. See that? Captain set up short on ES as a 6-prong Captain set up short with a stop right above that 56.88 and a quarter, and we're looking for a reversion to the mean in the 30s, and that's going to really push NQ. So we may test harmony zone number 1, which is 853 by 43. Right now, I mean, you just got a structure. You got multiple structures actually short ES and two NQ signals telling you to this price is gonna push. And now they ran the stops right under 74, so 64.54. Those are the two spots that we need to pay attention to. All right, so they break this channel here, then you're gonna get a little bit of a flush into the market to retest harmony zone number 1. ES is inching lower, not quite the fast move, but there is sellers up there. There's multiple uh, structures telling us there are sellers up there. So we're looking for these pullbacks as a buying opportunity. But I'm not going to buy here because there's just too many structures right above it. So I'm going to, I mean, if they want to trap people, they literally will just, they have to go above, 89, and that will trigger a lot of stops into the 96s. Then that will run up into the 900s. And that would be a trap. But I rather not be the one testing that idea. Captain setup here. Another captain setup. Wow. That's getting close. New Harmony Wave and a switch trade right here almost became a captain setup, and they are fighting. There's a big fight going on here. So I think we're gonna see a little bit of a push lower, but which is good because I'm looking for pullbacks as a buying opportunity. Here we go. Yeah, that's good. Where are the stops? I mean, the stops are right under 44. These are minor stops that the market is going through. There's just a lot of emotions in the market, Sheila. The market just slows down, then just picks up very quickly. So it's kind of like almost like news driven and emotional, and you have the FOMC minutes later on, and the market's trying to position itself for that type of market. So I mean, we're getting like flash buys and flash sells in 70, 80, 100 points happening so quickly, and that just emotion, that's emotions. So in that type of environment, you just have to be selective, you have to be patient, you have to make good decisions and take your stops, and be hyper focused. Take a lot of breaks as well. That's what I tried to do early on, and when I came back, the market was down like almost 150 points. So maybe I need to go take another break. Yeah, we should see a little bit of a push, maybe 65 or more. Damn. It's natural for them to try to take these stops. I mean, everything that's happening here is minor, like a minor stops. These are minor stop hunts, and the market breaks anything under 55, then the market is out of sync. How's everybody doing so far? It's 10. Captain, that's short, Thomas, and that yeah, you have to be careful here because the market sold off into it, and typically you want it to here we go. Look. Let me just see. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, that's a captain setup there. You just you want the market to kind of like rally into these setups, right? So you see that's a stair step. It did still work, but you want this. See that run up and a captain setup, then run up and a captain setup versus sell off then a captain setup. So if I have the choices, which I do, that's what I would pick, not the other one. I mean, that doesn't mean it's not gonna work, but if you take 100 of those trades, they will, when they work for less money. I'll be back. So the market is bouncing off Harmony Zone number 1. It's fairly quiet. There is a channel, and that is a downward channel right here on the 20 NT Renko. Here we go. Okay. Market is out of sync. Market is out of sync. So now it's a two-sided market where the shorts and the longs can fight this out in a consolidated manner. And we'll see if Harmony Zone number 2 can hold, which is 28 by 18. Just going to take a shot at it here. Long. Thank you. I'll take it. That's just a quick scalp against Harmony Zone number 1. Support. Market runs up. And I'll take a scalp. Now, I mean, once the market goes into this out of harmony, then I have to kind of be more of a scalper than anything else. But here we go. They're running it up nicely. Middle of the range is one spot, and then they're running the stops above it. So where are we at for the day? Let's take a look. We made 3 decisions, 2 shorts and 1 long, and we are up 272 and a half. And I'm ready for the next trade. So, okay. So they took out these stops, came back in. The major stops are right under 42 and right above 80. Everything else is minor stops that they're running through. Hey, Winner Circle, how are you, buddy? Hey, Khaled, how are you, man? Long time. Good morning. So what are we seeing here? We're seeing a disconnected market. We're seeing a market that is testing harmony zone number one. We see the market getting quieter, which is we've seen that when that happens, it quiets, then it just explodes. We see that happen often today. So I mean, we took that last trade from 52 to whatever, 59 long. But now I wanna see a little bit more because now they're putting a switch trade and the market is gonna position itself for a little bit of a selling pressure that's gonna dig in potentially to harmony zone number 2, which is 28 by 18. They're running the stop 43.33 is a good place for us to test a pause in price action. Did anybody that had payouts lined up get their payouts in their account? I got mine yesterday from the 15th. Sounds like a good plan, Winner Circle. You got paid out 20K on 10 accounts. Good for you, man. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it took a minute. I mean, 3 weeks is a bit long, to be honest with you. I believe you will, Winner Circle. Man, as long as that money keep rolling, that's what matters. As long as you are progressing in your apex journey and you're going and you're getting these accounts to payouts and you're collecting money and you're paying for your expenses, because we all know that those expenses, trading expenses, are not cheap. Upgraded lifestyle. Yeah. All right, let's see here. Focus, focus, focus. Well, see, now ES is pushing a little bit lower, but we're not getting NQ to really respond. Why is that? Because most likely it's going to punch back up. That's why. All right. Okay, so that's good. 38.28. So that 28, yeah, I was spot on that 28. So that's just they're rotating down here and they're trying to protect it again, but they've been doing that. I mean, that's just been the accumulation zone. Okay. All right. They're deciding to get nasty with it. 26.16. Yeah, that's just a little bit deeper, but I mean they're gonna try to defend this again. They're gonna try to defend it. 16 was a good spot for it to do it. Hey, winner circle. What size account do you have anyway? Yeah, look at that. So from 16, they punched it out real nice. You could tell that they're trying to pause it here. So I mean, what was it like the third time we do this? Let me see. So we did that one the first time around. One, two. I mean, almost to the tick. Multiple times. Yeah. So no additional trades beside the ones that we took. I mean, to be honest with you, the market had a lot of opportunities to give, but I've been a little bit selective today. Missed bunch of trades, but the ones that I took were well managed and were at 272. I mean, if they break that 803, then now you got a situation where the market is trading in and around Globex, and we get there, a flush under it will just pick up some steam to 750. And the expectation is once we get to a Globex, which is 803, that the market will experience a bit of consolidation. But right now, the market is out of sync, and it will get in sync on the short side if we break 803. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, winner circle. You gotta find your own. You gotta find your own style that works for you. It has to make sense to you. All right, guys. 11 o'clock. A profitable day, and I will take it. And we will see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Now, G Money, I'll see you in 15. You guys have a good